Hi everyone, welcome. It's the new Ramble episode. I'm your host Peter. And I'm going to read you my slogan. Yes, here is, and it's still in the paper form. Let's start. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Okay, welcome people. As you can see, this is Ramble episode. It's Sunday, and every Sunday of my podcast calendar, it's designed, it's prepared for my Ramble nonsense episode. This kind of episodes, they are not prepared. That's the main thing. And I decided to choose Sundays for my Ramble episode because if you want to practice your speaking skills in English, the best idea is to do it without any preparation for 1 hour. And Peter, try to look into your webcam. Don't be shy. Everything will be okay. No one wants to eat you. Don't worry, you are a great podcaster with zero audience. But who cares? Who cares? The most important thing is that you are like to do it. Yes, people, it's my hobby. And in today, in this Ramble episode, I want to practice my speaking skill for 1 hour without any preparation, without stopping as usual, as you can know, because I didn't do it. I don't do it for the first time in my life. Don't worry, and I don't prepare myself because I'm not an English teacher. I'm an English learner like you, and thanks to this kind of episodes, I can speak without any preparation for 1 hour, and it's great for my English. Because if you want to practice your speaking skills in English, you have to practice everything. You have to practice your listening skills, you have to practice your speaking skills, you have to practice your vocabulary, your pronunciation, your writing skills. And how to do it? The best idea is to practice it, and the best idea how to practice your writing skills is write your own English novel. You don't need to create something long. It can be something short. Create your own novel like me and have fun. Create your own universe. Okay, people. Uh, I what can I? What's the best idea to start? Okay, the best idea is to talk about my from the kitchen of Peter English podcast. Yes, I want to talk about my podcast again. And the best idea I think is to introduce myself. And I don't why not? Uh I'm called Peter. I'm 35 years old. I'm from East Slovakia. And my biggest hobby is learning English. I like to learn English. I've been learning English since August 2022 until now, and as you can see, I've improved my English a lot because I practiced a lot. And that's the main point. And why I decided to learn English. I decided to learn English because in my past I was chatting with girls on the internet as everyone, because I wanted to have a girlfriend at all costs. And I thought, well, Peter, you have to try during the internet. But then I realized, then if you try something during the internet, it's not a good idea because you can catch a headache thanks to it. And then I wrote one Ukraine girl because there are a lot of Ukrainians now in Slovakia, and I wanted to speak with her in Ukraine, and I bought for myself Ukraine grammar. But then I realized, Peter, if you want to uh, learn Ukraine is not a good idea if you because English is the best uh, language, because English is the international language number one, and I decided to do it. I bought for myself beautiful English grammar book, and I completed it, and I managed to finish it. I successfully finished it, and it was very interesting. And then I thought, okay, I speak English. Let's go learn something different, Russian, because Russian languages. This is a very good idea too, as I thought. But I realized, Peter, you cannot speak. Why do you want to speak Russian? You have to learn English. English is an international language. Number one, thanks to it, you can change your life. And I did it. I bought for myself second, bigger English grammar book with exercises, with listening, and I finished it before Christmas 2022. And for as my Christmas present for Christmas 2022, I bought for myself another English grammar book. But in the next year, 2023, I discovered English learning platforms. Thanks to it, I opened my eyes, and I decided to practice every kind of English. Peter, don't be shy, because you have to practice everything, not only English grammar. And I did it. I started to watch movies and series in English with English subtitles, and I found for myself my first English podcast, and I started to listen from since August 2023. That I'm there, and I've been listening, and my favorite English podcast, and I've been watching my favorite English movies and series since August 2023 until now. And it was a very good idea, because I discovered how real English sounds. And that's great, because you cannot learn English from English grammar books. Don't you? Do you think that you can simply learn English like maths or history, or I don't know what else? Don't be naive, of course. You have to practice a lot of listening, reading, vocabulary, pronunciation, writing, and so on. And I did it. And you don't believe me, but I understood a lot, because I started to watch simple animated series for children in English with English subtitles, and I understood it, and that was great. Then I discovered my favorite English podcast, and I discovered it that thanks to listening to my favorite English podcast, I can do whatever I want while I'm listening my favorite English podcast, and that's great relax for me, and I did it, and until now, since August 2023 until now, it was a good lunch today. Yes, I had a very good lunch. You don't believe me, and that's the main idea why I'm so why I have problems with my speaking. But okay, let's continue. Where I was? Yes, I know. Yes, I was talking about listening, and I started to do my chores or to relax while I'm listening my favorite English podcast, because I discovered that there is a big world of English content. Thanks to it, I can practice my listening skills or in English, or I can practice my English thanks to watching movies and series in English. And the best thing of listening to your favorite English podcast is that you don't need to watch something on your notebook or in the TV. You can do everything. You can cook, you can clean, dust, you can do your chores, you can do something outside while when it's warm, while you are listening your favorite English podcast. And you can believe me that thanks to it, I started to like to do my chores while I'm listening my favorite English podcast. And I did it. And then I realized that I have to practice my speaking skills in English. No, wait. Yes, the first idea was that wanted to practice my writing skills in English because thanks to it I was very close to my speaking skills. Yes. And I started to write my stories in English, and I created my first Peter's Fairy Tales ebook that you can find on my Wattpad. This ebook is full of different kinds of fairy tales that I created myself without any kind of help. And because I realized that when I start to write my own fairy tales in English, I can improve my writing skills in English. I'm sorry. I eat very good lunch. Peter, why are you doing it right now? You could wait. Yes, no, I'm okay. If I wanted to help someone, if I wanted to help from someone, I called someone. Don't worry, I'm okay. I'm not dying. Okay, let's continue. And and I started to practice my listening skills. Oh, wait a minute. Mm, okay, Peter, it's live show. You cannot do anything. You cannot escape. And don't worry, I don't want to escape. And okay, Peter, yes. Okay, Peter, don't escape. Yes, I eat a lot, and when I usually eat a lot, I cannot speak, and this is the main problem. When I eat a lot, yes, I don't eat before the before the live stream. Don't worry. Yes, people, breathing, breathing, yeah, breathing, breathe, breathing, not breathing. Breathe. You have to breathe a lot. So yes, if this is the best idea how to practice your listening skill, your speaking skills. And yes, I ended my last speech that I was and I started to write my own fairy tales in English. I started to write my own diary, and I hired my own English teacher. Thanks to her, I can practice my English, my speaking skills in English with the real person, and it's great. Hi, my English teacher. Thank you for a great job. And we can continue. And then I decided to start my own Peter's English podcast because I wanted to practice my speaking skills in English. And my first episodes were but then it wasn't the real podcast because I started as an audio record. uh, I created 12 audio records that you can find in the first episodes of my podcast. So Peter, don't delete something, don't destroy your gear, and you can find this kind of episode. But don't judge me. I decided to to keep these episodes because I want to show you my progress from the start of the podcast. And I created 12 audio recordings, and then thanks to AI chatbots, thanks to ChatGPT, I discovered how to do my favorite audio English podcast. I mean, how to create my own English podcast, because I used the help of ChatGPT that time. And ChatGPT helped me a lot, because thanks to ChatGPT, I found my free podcast hosting service. It's called Spotify for creators. That is free, completely free, and I use it. And don't worry, I don't want to do any kind of ads, because it's really my favorite hosting podcast service, and I registered and I created my own Peter's English podcast, added my first 12 audio recordings as my first 12 audio podcast episodes, and I did it. And then I did it on 24th of June 2024, and my podcast was only audio podcast. I do recordings with my phone. Yes, I remember. Perfect. I did everything with my phone. I mean, my phone was my recording studio, and but as you know, today's phones are not so bad for this kind of activity, but it's very funny when I think about it. But okay, I did it, and I started to publish my own fairy tales in my podcast, because I discovered your Peter's English podcast is the best platform for publishing your content, your own fairy tales, and I did it. And then I ChatGPT explained me that, Peter, you have to buy the professional gear for your podcast, because you can improve it. It's your hobby. You like to do you like to do it, and it's a very good idea. And I did it. And yes, of course, ChatGPT helped me with everything. I created my own podcast. I created my own website. I created my own link bio tools for my podcast, and I did it. And then I bought my professional microphone, Logitech Blue Yeti. That is my microphone, and it's great for creators like me. And I used my old notebook with the Audacity free software for my audio podcast. And then it was Christmas 2024, and I was thinking, what Christmas are coming, Peter, what do you want for Christmas? I was thinking. And ChatGPT, Peter, don't delete it. Don't delete your gear. And ChatGPT explained, Peter, buy for you new notebook. Thanks to it, you can stream and record your live stream in the same time without any kind of problems. And I did it, and I decided to buy my gaming notebook, Asus TUF Gaming A15. And but there are a lot of people who can tell you, Peter, you don't need gaming notebook for your podcast. You don't need this power. Okay, I don't need, but the main idea is that gaming notebook is a very good idea, because was created for performance, and that's great. Thanks to it, I can use the power of gaming GPU for streaming and recording and encoding the live stream, and I can simply use it for my live streams without any kind of problems, and it's great. And then I decided, and then during the start of the last year 2025, I was thinking, Peter, you want to create your own TV show? Yes, and I did it. I bought for myself my webcam Logitech MX Brio 4K, and I started to my full HD video podcast, Peter's English podcast, and I did it. And as you can see, and now yes, and then I bought the last Christmas. I bought for myself this biodynamic studio headphones for monitoring my for monitoring the sound of my voice, because I used simple MP3 uh, earphones, and because I was thinking, oh, I don't need this. I think that MP3 earphones are enough. But then I realized that I made a big mistake. The sound of my microphone was too loud. I didn't care about it. And thanks to Microsoft Copilot and other AI chatbot, I learned how to uh, do the settings of my of the power of my microphone. I mean, in the OBS Studio, because you have this volume of your microphone in the OBS Studio, and you can use filters in your OBS Studio, and you have to set up the gear volume of the monitoring system of your sound and other things, and I did it. And now I think that the sound of my microphone sounds better, because I discovered it before this, that the sound is too loud, and now it sounds great. I think it sounds better, and thanks to this professional headphones by Dynamic, I know. Yes, you can use another type of the company. Yes, of course. I only want to tell you that I use it. You can buy anything what you want. I don't want to do any kind of ad, of course. And thanks to these headphones, I discovered the truth about my podcast, that that more than 300 episodes of my podcast are too loud. And it was very funny. But now I learned from my mistakes, thanks to AI chatbots that are very good helpers for everything except learning English. And then and in the January of the year 2026, thanks to my English teacher, I bought my studio LED light Connect IT with the tripod. Thanks to you, my face looks better on the webcam on my webcam. And yes, and then I decided to not I decided I created my new novel, Vera the Vampire Diary. And until now I created, you don't believe me, but I created 54 chapters of my novel Vera the Vampire Diary. That's great. And now I can explain you something about it. About my novel Vera the Vampire Diary. The inspiration I found in the novel Dracula by Bram Stoker, and I was inspired by Dracula's beautiful female vampire brides. And I always make fun of girls that they are beautiful female vampires who use their beauty for seducing men. And I created my comedy sitcom Vera the Vampire Diary. That is a perfect tool for learning English, because I like to make fun of everything. And I did it. And the first chapters are not about comedy. They don't have a lot of dialogues, but then I added a lot of wild, funny dialogues and a lot of funny scenes, because I like to have fun, and I did it. And until now, I created a lot of funny chapters with a lot of dialogues in English. And yes, and I don't write my novel in English. I write in Slovak in the chat of Microsoft Copilot that translates my Slovak version into natural spoken English. Thanks to you, I can learn it. I mean this natural English, and that's great because I'm not a native speaker that knows every kind of words. And I always had to use translator, but thanks to Microsoft Copilot or other AI chatbots, I don't need to do it. And that's great. And I created, and thanks to the new Wattpad function, that you can create seasons of the same novel, I decided that I want to cut my novel, Virat Vampire into seasons. And I did it. My first season has 30 chapters, and now my second season has 24 chapters. You can find it on my website, petersenglishpodcast.com, or you can register on the Wattpad, and where you can find my novel, Virat Vampire Diary. Okay, that was the whole history of myself. And why not? It's a very good idea to tell you my story. And now I can continue with the numbers of Peter's English Podcast. I don't have any numbers, as you can know. On YouTube I have 30 followers. Thank you. But my numbers on YouTube are very bad. I don't know if they are most popular, but the most views have my shorts on YouTube, because there are shorts. But my long videos, my long episodes, doesn't have any views, and that's sad. But how can I change it? But my Spotify for creators account shows me that I have 1,650 streams and downloads in every podcast app with Spotify, and I have 11 followers on Spotify. Thank you very much. I think that 1,650 downloads or streams in every kind of audio podcast app is a very good number. Why not? And I remember that I used to have 300 downloads, and now I have 1,650 thanks to my full HD video podcast that you can find on my YouTube and on my YouTube channel. And what's the main point of Peter's English Podcast? Yes, I'm not like my heroes. I mean my podcast heroes, but my podcast is about learning English. It's about practicing my speaking skills in English. It's about inspiring you for learning English, and it's about my novel, Virat Vampire Diary, that I want to publish here because in my podcast, because it's the best platform for practicing my speaking skills in English. And you have to know, people, that learning English is my hobby. I like to do it. You cannot judge me, because learning English is my hobby. And don't care about me if you don't like my content, if you don't like my podcast, if you don't like my novel. It's my thing. You cannot care about me, you cannot judge me. It's my thing. And you have to know that learning English is my hobby. I like watching movies and series in English. I like listening to my favorite English podcast and audiobooks. I like doing this podcast, Peter's English Podcast. And I like to write, stream, and record and act my novel, Virat Vampire Diary. And now I can tell you again my podcast calendar, and I can start with my podcast day, because my podcast day is about my novel, Virat Vampire Diary. It's every Saturday of every week. Every Sunday it's about Peter's Ramble talk show, when I ramble without any kind of preparation, like today. And every work day of week B is about picture in picture episodes when I use the help of AI chatbots as English learner as English teachers. Thanks to I can learn a lot about English grammar, and I can do whatever I want, like with the real English teacher, because AI chatbots are not created for replacing people. Don't worry, they were created as for helping people, as a great tool for people, and I use it. Thanks to AI chatbots, I my practice everything from my English lesson with my English teacher. From I can practice everything for my English podcast, and that's great. And every work day of week A, uh, uh, it's only about listening my favorite English podcasts, because I cannot do it because I work in the afternoon. Okay, you know my calendar. Yes, you don't know something else, that I decided to cut the podcasting and creativity and writing of my novel via the Vampire Diary from publishing and editing. And I did it. I created my publish day, that it's every Friday of week B of week B after my morning shifts, and it's the day where I only publish everything. And thanks to this regular day, you can you know where when I publish everything, and that's great. But if you want to watch my content, if there is someone who isn't scared of me, well, you can use my live streams. Of course, you can find my live streams on my YouTube channel, and you can find my novel as the part of my YouTube channel. and and what else? Yes, I can tell you, people. I explained you everything about me. I mean everything about learning English. I explained you about my new about my new about my way of learning English, and I have to tell you, people, that learning English, I like learning English, is my hobby. And if you want to be my friend, you have to be English learner like me. You have to learn English like me. You have to watch movies and series in English. You have to listen to your favorite English podcast like myself. You have to be podcast creator like me, and you have to write your own novel for learning English like me. And because I want to connect with the same kind of English learners like me, and we can create in Peter's English podcast community, and we can do talk to and we can do together our English live streams together as our podcast episode, where we can speaking English, have fun, and so on. But yes, of course, you cannot be scary of live streams. Of course, you have because I don't want to talk with people who are freezing. No, no, no. I but I think when if you are a learner of English like me, if you have your own English podcast, you are practicing every day these scary things. That and you know that learning English is about practicing, and you know why is learning English important for you. And this kind of people can be my friends for. But as I repeat, as I said before, I want to do my podcast with this kind of people. We can do together our podcast and publish it as for everyone. uh, and because yes, my podcast is about connecting with people. Because learning English is about connection with people, and why you should learn English. Learning English is an international language. Number one, you can have better pay job because the main language of business is English. There are a big world of English content. You don't need to watch Slovak or Czech television anymore because you have a lot of other options how to spend your free time. And thanks to English, you have a lot of you can open a lot of doors. You have a lot of options. You can imagine. You can watch movies or series in English. You can listen to a lot of English podcasts. You can listen to audiobooks. You can do your own English podcast. You can write your own English novel. And that means you can do something meaningful. Thanks to it, you are happy, and you thanks to the English you can forget about your uh, problems. You can forget about what's happening with your life because thanks to learning English, you can feel these feelings of enjoying this, and you can have positive feelings like me, and you can have fun with it. And yes, I know there are some people who think that you don't need to learn English because you have to go somewhere. No, you don't need to go somewhere. You simply learn English because it's your hobby, like myself. And this hobby, learning English, is really for everyone because everyone can like uh, uh, my favorite English podcasts for learners because I listen to my favorite English podcasts for learners of English that are funny, entertaining, and you can practice the listening of natural English, how it's spoken, and it's great. You can have fun with it, and you can create your own English podcast. You can speak about your hobbies, and you can write your novel about and create your own main characters. You can create your own lore. You can create your own universe. Thanks to it, you can learn English and remember in English how it's written, and that's great. I think. Uh, okay, I I uh, I told you about myself. I explained you my novel, Mira the Vampire Diary. Yes, I do it always, but it's a good idea because no one knows me. And what can I talk now? Yes, as you know, it's you can watch Olympics. I mean, you can watch Winter Olympics in TV, in television, and you can enjoy it. But I'm not a big fan of sport today. I only watch Formula One if I want, of course. And I think that that better is learning English is simply better because watching sports can be uh, it's not a very good idea because you can be nervous. Like me, I'm always nervous when I watch sport. But this is the main reason why I don't want to watch sport because I'm nervous. And thanks to learning English, I'm not nervous, and that's great. Now I'm nervous a little because it's live stream with fun preparation. But when I uh, write my novel, Where the Vampire Diary, and when I start to imagine the scene, every scene of the chapter, it's like watching a good movie on TV, and that's great. You can have fun with writing, like me. Okay, I've been streaming for 49 minutes. Oh, that's great. Okay, you can watch Olympic Games today if you want. And yes, this year is the year of Winter Olympic Games. You can watch FIFA World Cup, you can watch Formula One, you can watch Ice Hockey World Championship in May. Oh, you have a lot of options if you want, of course. I don't want to watch, but if you are a fan, why not? But I recommend you learn English because thanks to learning English, you can have you can have better thoughts. You can enjoy. Yes, because learning English is the real enjoy. Thanks to it, you can do something funny. You can improve your English. You can change your life forever. Because thanks to learning English, you can open a lot of doors. And what I and thanks to watching sports, okay, you can enjoy watching sport, but you don't have something from watching sports. But thanks to learning English, you have something because you can improve yourself. You can improve. Imagine you can improve thanks to learning English. You can improve your appearance because you practice your speaking skills. You can practice your speaking skills. You can practice everything, and you can do something that is funny. You can enjoy it. And what do you have from watching sport? Nothing. And yes, oh Peter, don't destroy it. Don't destroy. Everything is great. And yes, okay. You, if you are sport fan, okay. Do you do what do what do you want? But thanks to imagine that instead of watching sport or instead of watching something else, learn English like me. I don't mean learn with grammar books. Do it like myself. Watch movies and series in English. Listen to your favorite English podcast. Create your own English podcast and write your own novel. And this is the best part how to do learning English fun in a fun and meaningful and interesting way. And it's better than watching anything else on TV. And I think that's great. Okay. What else? Yes. Yes, I can tell you my opinion about the sport euphoria in general. I don't understand why people are happy when after when your favorite team is winning or something. Okay, you like your team, you are big fan, and you care about your team. Okay, it's your hobby. Okay, I don't care. But what do you have from it? Nothing. But when you start learning English, you can improve yourself. You can care about yourself, and you can change your life and not the life of the people who are doing sports. And that's great. This is the best solution of of the improving of your life in general. You can improve your life. You can, thanks to English, you can improve. Imagine it's not about only learning something and practicing. You can travel around the world. Imagine you don't need work in Slovakia. You can work everywhere thanks to learning English. You can meet new people. You can have new friends. You can connect with a lot of people. You can meet your big life of I mean life. You can meet your future love. You can meet your future friends. Everything is possible thanks to learning English, and you can have better work. Yes, you can have better salary. You can buy for yourself more. You can feel happy. And yes, thanks to learning English, you can be happy thanks to learning English because it's a very beautiful hobby for everyone. Everyone can like to do it. I don't understand why people are happy thanks to watching sports or something else on TV. I don't understand this. But if you watch instead of movies or series in English, you can improve your English. You can practice listening of your natural English how it's spoken thanks to your English podcast. And you can be content creator like me. You can have fun with it, and you can be happy because I'm happy. I'm happy. because I'm happy because I like learning English. I'm happy uh, because learning English is my lifestyle. Yes, people, learning English is my lifestyle, and I'm very happy that I'm doing it, and no one can stop me because it's my hobby. You cannot stop me. And if someone wants to stop me, it's my enemy. I don't want to meet you anymore. You don't need to support me. I don't care. I don't need anyone for supporting me. It's everything about me, and I have strong motivation for learning English. And as you can see, I'm rambling for 45 minutes without any kind of preparation. And I did it because I practice it. Yes, imagine this situation. You are very shy, you have problems with speaking before people. How to do it? Practice, practice, and practice. And how to do it? Well, imagine, yes, you can practice before with recording, you can practice it before your mirror, but if you create your own English podcast, you can practice your speaking skills thanks in your ramble episodes like me. And you can ramble and ramble and ramble without any problems for a long time. And you can talk about every kind of nonsense, and that's great. And I feel that I need to practice my appearance, and I need to practice. Yes, because because I'm a shy person. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. But thanks to practicing my appearance, thanks to practicing my English, I can change my life, because only learning English can improve your life. Not a driver license or every this kind of nonsense. You don't need to have a car. But imagine, thanks to learning English, you can open a lot of doors. You don't need to live in Slovakia. You can enjoy your life everywhere, and you can meet new people. You can and that's great. You can explore the world. You don't need to travel, yes, but you don't but you can do something meaningful. And and yes, people, I want to tell you that, okay, I've been streaming for 37 minutes. I want to tell you that thanks for the English, I'm happy. I feel this happiness. I enjoy it, and this Nordic English uh, fulfills my whole free time, and I don't want to spend my free time with someone who doesn't care about me, who only wants to meet me because I don't know why, and I don't want to listen uh, boring speech of someone about nonsense and sit with these people I don't know where. No, I don't want. I want to spare. I want to spare. I want to spend my free time with learning English, and this is the best option for spending my free time. And you can do it too, and you can have fun. You can improve your English, and you can improve your appearance, and you can have the self. You can improve your self-aware in English, and that's no, in general, not in English only, and that's great. And yes, and you have to do it regularly, because if you don't practice everything, you you uh, you cannot improve yourself. And that's great, because thanks to your own podcast, you can ramble and ramble and ramble regularly in your free time, and you don't need to practice your English like me for 1 hour. You can do it, I don't know, if you have free time for 10 minutes. Instead of doing it before the mirror, you can do it my way, with your own English podcast for 10 minutes, for 5 minutes, and that's great. And who knows, maybe thanks to learning English, you can have better paid job. Yes, really, because your future employer can visit your podcast, and it can, and your future employer can discover your content, and thanks to you can have your dream job. Yes, really. And that's great. Okay, people, last 10 minutes of this live stream. It's like the speech of very important people of the country, but okay. Yes, I feel like that. I'm very happy that I created this Ramble episodes, because thanks to it I can talk without everything what I want. And yes, it's normal to feel scared about something. Yes, I have to tell you that everyone that I'm scared too. I'm care about my family. I'm care about everything. But you cannot change your life. You can not life. You cannot change your health. You cannot change the situation in your family. I mean, every kind of situation, and you have to be prepared that one day you have to be alone. And how to do it? How to survive the days when you have to be alone without your parents? When you have to care about only about yourself without help of anyone. Learn English. Yes, people. Thanks to learning English, you can prepare yourself for the life of of the situation, of the life situation when you have to be alone. And yes, but there can be some people, oh Peter, you only learn English. No, I can do everything in my free time while I'm listening my favorite English podcast. I can cook, I can do totally everything. It doesn't mean that I have to that I only have to listen my favorite English podcast and do nothing else. No, that's the beautiful thing of audio podcasts. In general, you can simply start play and connect your earphones to your phone, and you can do something at home. And that's great. And if you have every time, you can practice your speaking skills, or you can write your novel when you have time, like myself. And that's great. And now and thanks to it, thanks to learning English, I can meet another people. I can have friends. I can meet my new love. And this is the best preparation for be alone in the future. Because thanks to English, I can open a lot of doors. And this is English is my future. And no one can stop me from my hobby, that is learning English. And okay, the last 7 minutes. You can follow me everywhere. You can follow my link tree, or you can follow all my links, or my linker, where you can find every link of my podcast to my novel, the Empirical Diary, to my podcasts, or to my YouTube channel. And yes, you can support me with following and with the positive comments. But please, if you try to write your comments only in English, and don't make fun of me, because I simply block you and delete every kind of nonsense that is against me. But if you are supportive and positive, you are welcome, and we can create a community of podcasters, of authors of English novel, and we can support each other with learning English, have fun, and do our live streams together, and that's great, I think. And okay, the last 6 minutes, I think that I told you everything. And okay, yes, no, I didn't tell you everything. I can tell you about one thing, that yes, you can add your experience from your life to your novel, like me, and do it. But yes, of course, don't add don't create the copy of your free life in your novel. No. Simply use the experience from your life, connect it to the imagine persons. I mean the imagine characters, and make fun of it like me, and that's great because it can help your brain. Yes, you can. It can help your brain. You can have fun. You can laugh about the situation from your life, and this is the best part. How to continue with your novel, because there are some people who are trying to write their own English novel, but they don't know how to continue. Simply use the real life situation from your life, add them to these situations, to imaginary characters, and make fun of it, and so on. And that's great. What else? Okay, I explained you everything for this 1 hour, the last 4 minutes, and that's great that I've been streaming and recording for 56 minutes, and I can do it every time. Simply, I want to tell you, learn English, change your life, connect with everyone. Thanks for learning English, and thanks for learning English, you can be happy, and that's great. And now I don't know what to. Yes, I can tell you the reason why I created thumbnails of my character. Yes, you don't know. Yes, here is. It's AI generated image by Microsoft Copilot. It's my female main character, Vera the Vampire Girl, and I thought that thanks that the beautiful image of my main character, Vera the Vampire Girl, can attract more fans, but I don't know if it works because you need to pay for ads, and I don't have money for this, and I don't know if it's a good idea in general, because there are a lot of English creators, and it's not very easy to be successful on YouTube or on English podcasts in general. But you have to, but Peter and people, remember, you like to do it, it's your hobby, and don't care about if you don't have a success with the fans or with the community. Don't care, it's not about it. You can, and I don't think that you can make a lot of money from it. But okay, you can try, and you can write your experience into the comments, into the comment section on YouTube, if you are making money from podcasts. But I don't think so. In Slovakia, you need to have a business, and I don't have money, and I don't have energy for this. And this is the main reason why my podcast and my novel, Vira the Vampire Diary, stays stay free forever, because my Peter's English podcast and my novel, Vira the Vampire Diary, stay free forever. And because I want to connect with everyone, and I want to inspire you for learning English. And I don't do it only to, yes, I think that it's a good idea for that. I have to look into my webcam. It has to be my friend and lover. But I sometimes look into myself, because yes, this is the practice. It's natural to look into yourself in the mirror and practice it, and I do it. And I try to do both things. I try to speak with you in my webcam, and I try to speak with me in the screen, in the record screen of my OBS Studio. Why not? You can do it too if you practice your speaking skills in English, and because it can boost your energy, and that's great, because for people or humans, it's normal to speak with others while are you watching into their eyes, and this is natural for everyone. And this is the main reason why I don't always look into my webcam, and it's really it really helped me to do it without any problems. And okay, I'll be streaming for 1 hour. Okay, that's it. I have enough. Okay, people, thank you for watching. Thank you for your listening. Follow me everywhere. Subscribe on my YouTube channel and support me with positive comments. With following, you can write your comments, but please be positive. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I want to tell you bye bye.